But they took that thing down and they suspended my account, I think for 3 days. A quick story before I show you what's sold today. By the way, welcome to the cabin. Thanks for coming by. And I never told y'all thank you. This is our small channel, and we reached 15,000 subscribers on the small channel, and it just blows my mind. I remember back when I was thinking, I'll do it for however long, and if we don't get to 1,000 subs by then, I'm done, because that really wasn't the goal when we started. And then we hit that, and then remember somebody asked me, would you do a show without your hat on if we got to 5,000? I did that, and then 10. I can't remember what the 10,000 was, and then I threw out, hey, if we get to 25,000 subs, then I'll just quit my job. And now I can't believe it, but that other channel is not that far away from 20. That wasn't the story I was going to tell. All right, but thank you. I just want to say a sincere thank you to everybody, creators out there, viewers, everybody. Thanks for supporting me and for supporting my family and being so kind to us. So at any rate, here's the story. So when I first started teaching, I was 20, I don't know what I was, 22, something like that. And it was my whole department. There's like, 14, 15 people, and almost everybody was just about ready to retire. And I'm just this young guy. I was like, geez. One younger colleague, or not younger, but one youngish colleague, and she actually went on to be the principal one day, my boss, pretty quickly after that. But long story short is within a couple years of me starting teaching, I was the oldest person in the department. So I was mentoring all these young teachers, and almost all of them, I think it's because they're taught this in college, I suppose, that no matter what, they couldn't be wrong. They had to know the history better than whatever. And I'm just like, forget that. When I don't know something, I'm the first one to tell you I don't know it, because I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to look foolish. And there's something coming up a little bit later. I was going to make the topic of this show. I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I probably should talk about it, but I'm going to do it anyways. And I'm going to let you guys correct me below or tell me where I'm right. But in the meantime, let's take a look at what's sold. Here is, see, this is something I don't know about, right? This isn't what I was talking about. I put Aztec in the title. I'm a history teacher. There are some images that look somewhat Aztec in there, but this is not Aztec. I can tell from the design that it's not Aztec, but it's made in the USA. Tribal, I think I put native, something like that. But it did sell for, I'm trying to remember where I got this. $15 plus shipping for this one right here. But this is the kind of thing, I was a terrible student growing up. I was awful. I hated school. Hated it. Loved learning. Hated school. And when I became an AP teacher, I was teaching the smartest kids around. I mean, at my school, we've got an interesting mix, but the top upper echelon of academic students there, I was getting, after a while when I started off my career, I was teaching, lower level classes and whatnot. At any rate, long story short, to be honest with you, a lot of those kids were smarter than me. And so I was, look, I figured they would respect me a lot more if I told them, hey, I have no idea. Let's figure it out together. And that they usually did. So if you know anything about this one, let me know. But I like that sale. Pretty good. There are some things I know about, though. I know to pick up Keen shoes when they're in good shape. And these are little girl shoes, I'm assuming. Am I allowed to assume these are little? I shouldn't say. All right, here we go. These shoes right here sold for $20 plus shipping. Picked them up for me, I paid up. I want to say I paid either $3 or $5. I bought these in Colombia while we were on vacation. I'm like, do I want to grab them? I'm like, it's vacation, so they had to be small. Well, these qualified for small, so we made a few bucks on them. All right, here we go. I've talked about this often. I used to sell Nerf guns and all that stuff. Now I try to stick to the accessories a little bit easier, or the parts and pieces. This is a barrel extender, I think is what it is. And this sold for, I think, $9.50 plus shipping for this one. Haven't sold one of these in a while. This one, I gotta get on this side or you won't be able to see me. Maybe that's a good thing. I can hear Blue Ridge Mama say, maybe you should have stayed. All right, here we go. General Biology series. There we go. Got a little bit of water damage down here of some sort. You can tell the discoloration, but people are they just love these things. I can thank Chip and Joanna Gaines, I think, because apparently they've been in a few of their shows, but $47.50 plus shipping. All right, so here's the part where I'm going to ask you for a little help and to help out some folks who often ask me this question, and I give answers to it because I know a lot of the answers, but I don't know all the answers. I used to tell teachers that all the time. All the teachers that I mentored that are now my bosses, my department chairs, my administrators, I'm still in the classroom and they're my bosses. At any rate, be nice to me all out there. Remember when I used to tell you what to do? Now you tell. I'm kidding. Listen, here's one behind us here. This is Art Vandelay, and I was watching his stuff earlier today too, and I'm like, hey, this is a piece I've sold that you're not allowed to sell. Now, I've mentioned this one before. This one was a part that I actually had the recall. You know, when you do a recall and then they send you a new item to replace it, I was selling the replacement part for it. And they took that one down too. I'm like, geez, you can't win for losing. But you're always better to err on the side of caution, I think, on eBay, especially if you're new. You just never know what's going to happen and you don't want to put yourself at risk. I mean, I wouldn't walk around being scared of everything. But, you know, do reasonable due diligence. Try to figure it out and try to do the right thing. Here's an item right here that I know you can't sell. There's all kinds of stuff, right? There's all kinds of stuff you hear about all the time, the Veros and whatever, embargoed items from certain countries that you can't sell, rip-off items that you can't sell, although I see plenty of people doing it. Obviously, you can't sell prescription drugs, you can't sell guns, you can't sell all kinds of stuff like that, right? I think there's even more, right? I should do a video on this. Boy, I'd have to do a lot of research. Certain animal, you know, ivory and different stuff. There's just a lot of stuff you can't sell. And one of the things you can't sell, but I see people selling all the time, is expired food. And there's different little tricks and stuff to get around it. I usually don't try to mess with that, but let me show you this real quick. So when we were up at the Hoarder House, I grabbed these and I talked about them in that first video. And I had somebody, it's funny because I had two people message me about stuff. One was about these. They're like, hey, I collect old vintage boxes and food stuff and whatever. Of course, these are full, right? So I have no problem whatsoever selling empty boxes. And a lot of people on eBay will sell them as, you know, collectibles or advertising and make it look like there's nothing in them. But in reality, they're selling them full. And so like this type of stuff you will see on eBay and you'll see it selling. I'm trying to make it look good. There we go. This is the crazy one that this gentleman is Garland, I think it was. The champagne of Jello. And a lot of these Jello, I don't believe if the temperatures aren't crazy. It doesn't really expire if it's still in the packaging and all that stuff. But eBay does not differentiate between best buy date and expiration date. But I wasn't going to put these on eBay. I was going to do a little research and figure out how to do it. But somebody reached out and they're like, hey, I collect the boxes, whatever. So I'm definitely going to send these off to you. And we came up with a deal. Hopefully he likes it. These are headed your way. The other person who sent me a message saying, hey, if you find any booze in there, if you find any alcohol, any liquor, old liquor, let me know. So I thought that was funny. Somebody wanted Jello and somebody wanted liquor. Although, here we go. This is like a combo right here. The champagne of Jello. All right, so here's your help for the people who ask me this question all the time. If you know an item can't be sold, here's a great story. So I sold what the heck was it? It was a grenade. And you're like, you sold a grenade? All right, so it was like a novelty item where it said, take, you know, like you're in the DMV and you take your next number, right? Well, this one had, you know, take your next number is attached to a grenade. And apparently, I guess I should have known this because it looked pretty obvious. It was an actual old grenade that was recycled. Oh, clearly it wasn't going to be operable, but they took that thing down and they suspended my account. I think for 3 days. This was like 5 years ago. And I made a phone call and they reinstated it pretty quick. And they're like, yeah, you can't do that. And I'm like, yeah, I probably should have figured that out. Anyway, let's take a look at what else sold. All right, y'all, tell me what else you have got in trouble for selling out there. Lawn darts. There's one. Okay. See, Men at Work. I know this one. Here, look at that right there. Men at Work. This one was one of the cheaper ones. I think it was under $5 plus shipping, but I just had to sell it. I didn't want to take it to the booth because that just looked cool to me, and I'm like, somebody's going to want this thing. So that sold for $4.74 plus shipping, and I usually go up to 2 pounds, even though it's 1, just to cover a little bit of the cost of the packaging material because that stuff can get a little pricey. Next one is from the Unexpected Jackpot. We're running out of those things, so we'll show you that total in just a second. All right, it should be, I don't know. I've been guessing wrong lately. I'm gonna go garage flips. No, it was Boy Scouts. So I'm like, it's got to be garage flips, right? Because the famous Boy Scout stuff he sold years ago. But it's not. It's part-time pickers. And it's Uncle Sam up in New York. So there you go. It's $5 plus shipping, I think. Okay, and that brings us to $1,524 on the unexpected jackpot. It was a great sale. Next one has to be Lonnie. If I didn't put it in garage flips, I got problems because this is Apple II stuff. Here it is. There it is. And he loves that stuff. And by the way, well, I'm not going to tell you yet. You have to wait for tomorrow's show. Apple II Discware. This stuff was up when I saw this in that lot. This is all free to me. We've already sold that printer for $100, and then we sold these. And these sold for $28.50 plus shipping on those. Does that bring back memories for y'all? Brings back memories for me. Elementary school, Ukaipa, Oregon Trail. Love the floppy disks. Next one, I think, if I'm right here, this is Radio Shack stuff, realistic, but it's not the stuff I got down there in Appomattox from Rich the Auctioneer. It's something I would have put here because I remember the sale I got it from. Oftentimes I'll put, I can kind of remember, yeah, there, I knew I was right. I bought this and this. I bought a bunch of this stuff from the same sale, and it was all like electronic-y kind of stuff that would typically go in this. And I remember rearranging this bucket last summer, I think, or last fall. This one went, this was free shipping, and I don't think that it's first class, but we'll see. $22. I hope it's first class, but it might not be, which means the profit might be pretty low. Yeah, it's going to be able to go first class. It's already packaged up, so this is a close one, right? I'm going to put this one in bubble wrap. Put a piece of cardboard here, cardboard here. Actually, that might go, that might fit in this box. Maybe. If I cut a little bit of cardboard off of it. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, it's possible. Either way, I'm finding a way to get this thing to go to first class. Because this one's going, I think, a ways away. I don't want to pay priority mail shipping because it was free shipper. So it'll work though. Last but not least is the last pin. The Pizza Hut one sold yesterday. This one sold today. And it's funny how that happens sometimes. And of course, I get it wrong. There it is, right there, Froggy. It's not the last pin. Look at that, I'm wrong. Hey, you know, pins are big. I watch these trends of these students that I have. Patches are big, pins are big. I told you about the Hawaiian shirts the other day. Of course, the mom jean fad is still going strong. Here it is. I don't even know what this thing is. My wife listed it. Y'all know what it is? Tell me in the comments. I mean, I know what it is because it says it, but I don't know what that means per se. Anyway, $10, I think. Just a little bit under 10 bucks free shipping. Hey, Turner sold something out of the Homeschool Hustler store. You know what, Turner? You wore this yesterday, and your hair's not brushed. You know what that means?
What?
That means that Daddy took care of you today, and Mama was gone, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez.
At least I have different shorts on.
Yeah, yay, Daddy. All right. What does see here? I'm sure. Look, you had a little boo-boo. We did go to the park, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Okay, and look at that. I like your socks. Nintendo.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Did you change your socks from yesterday?
I was like 3 days.
Oh, I'm a failure. All right, who is this guy?
Woody.
That's right, it's Woody. And it's a Burger King giveaway. Careful now. You gotta be careful. Put your hands up here. All right, we did a number on that Transformer comic yesterday. You gotta be careful when you're holding them. We just sold it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I used to find these back when they came out, and they would never sell. But Woody's a seller nowadays. He's doing good. He's selling. So who do you like better? Do you like Woody or Buzz better?
Buzz.
Buzz? Oh, we got to cover Woody's ears then. You like Buzz better, huh?
Yeah.
Last Buzz standing. Hey, we watched Toy Story 4 not too long ago.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I liked it.
I watched it. The first time I watched it was a long time ago,
Yeah.
but yeah.
And well, we saved this guy from the hoarder house. We got $9, I think, plus shipping for him. So that's pretty good. Enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1.
You got it, bud.
Bye.
All right, this is from the Think Outside the Box sale or something like that, because this was something that most people, well, I know that most people pass by because it was passed by all forever. And it was a huge stack of these things for $3. And I'm like, you know, I'm not going to make much on each one, but like this one sold for $9 plus shipping, right? And there were, I don't know, I don't want to say because I don't know exactly, but let's say 80 to 100 of these things. And you know, if you're making $5, $6, $7 on them, that's pretty good if you total it up there. I mean, that's pretty good money. That's thinking outside the box. Matter of fact, I did that. I don't know if this one's going to pay off, but I did something similar to garage sale this last weekend. I'll let y'all see that here coming up pretty soon. And I just ended up buying a whole lot of stuff. I didn't even see any similar listings on eBay. I'm just like, eh. Sometimes you got to roll the dice, right? You know, all you got to do is hit once out of 10 times, and it pays for the other 9 failures. Now, to be honest with you, I think most of the time it's more like 9 hits and 1 failure. So it's definitely good to gamble sometimes. Sometimes you just buy it. When you see jewelry, a whole ton of jewelry somewhere, and it's priced as one price, you know, it's worth a shot, right? You know, $5 for a bag full, even if it's all costume, it might even be worth it. So probably is. But if you find that one little piece of gold in there, it's definitely worth it. I should probably cover this up so I don't get in trouble on YouTube. I don't know. I think this one's selling a lot. Well, not compared to the other ones, it's selling a lot lately. I just think it's because of the current circumstances we're in. Of course, they're not shooting you there. Where are they shooting you? Here, I guess, right? A little boring car adapter right here. $4 plus shipping. I just had this in the bag of stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'll make a few bucks on it for sure. This one went out to a viewer. This one went out to Chris. Matter of fact, I bought this at the same. This was at the same location of the Mount Plushmore sale a few years back, and it was. They have this sale twice a year, and this is where I went back and did that outside the box sale. So you'll see that. Along with, there was so few sales. We went to this one and there's like 6 pickers there. And then the next sale I went to, there was like 6 pickers there. And then the other one I went to, there had been 6 pickers there already and left. And that was it, because there's like 3 sales. Pretty bad. Shooter's Bible. $12 free shipping. Of course, this one's only going to cost probably, well, less than $4 to ship it. I would think it's pretty light. And we paid $1. So there's not much profit in this one, but somebody got it. Chris got it, I guess. Looks like it's in good shape, I guess. Hope you enjoy, Chris. Thanks. All right, we're going to head back out there. I still want to say we'll see you next time in here, but I'm seeing what do you tell me what you think? What I was finding on the videos is when I would say goodbye from in here, people would stop watching. And then we have like 2 more minutes of the video. So I'm not going to do that. But I want to so bad. All right, let's go back there. Hey, Reagan, how you doing today?
Good.
You have a good day?
Yeah.
I took care of Turner, and he looks terrible in the video, so I blame myself. But you look normal, because you just got home from gymnastics. So. All right, what'd you sell?
Deborah got a CWP sticker and a Commonwealth flipper sticker and a Commonwealth sticker mug.
All right.
And then Matthew got a gray shirt and a green shirt and a We Get Things Moving sticker.
All right, We Get Things Moving sticker right there. All right, well, thank y'all. No messages today?
No.
Nope. Okay, that makes your job easy, doesn't
it?
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Bye, and don't forget to get your sticker at commonwealthpicker.com.
Just got a package in the mail, and I didn't see any message, but I looked at the return address, and it's from David. So, David, thank you very much for all the plates. I don't think I have that one or that one, either design, the Land of Lincoln. I've been to Springfield. I hear Turner behind me. I've seen his tomb, I believe. Is that right? I don't want to be speaking out of turn, but I think that's right. I think his tomb is in Springfield, and I'm pretty sure I've been there. California, of course, where I'm from, and Virginia, where I am now, and I changed it here. Virginia is for pickers. Maybe someday we'll do a fundraiser for something to put these two together. We'll auction them off or something like that. Somebody can put them in their eBay cave. But David, thank you very much. I love it. And we will find a spot. Even if we have to start putting them on the ceilings, we'll find a spot. I do still have some spaces back here, though. Somewhere. I have some here for sure. So, we're running out, though. Hey, I just wanted to say thank you for joining us today. And to Chad and to Floyd, thank you for purchasing the plans for that shipping table. If anybody out there purchased it, I want to see some pictures when they're finished. Just send them to my Instagram, Commonwealth Picker, or Gmail, commonwealthpicker@gmail.com. Hey, that reminds me of one thing. I have officially got to the point, and I feel bad about this, but, you know, spring is my busiest time of year teaching. I'm not coaching baseball this year for the first time in 22 years, something ridiculous like that. But I do still, Turner is now playing, and Jacob is still playing. So at any rate, we are a little bit busy because of school and whatnot. But that's not the point. The point is I'm having a hard time keeping up with emails. So at this point, I'm not answering anything on eBay unless it's directly related to an item that is on eBay. And I try to answer Instagrams, and emails. It's just if you're lucky. I mean, I basically check for urgent ones, and that's about it. It's just coming too hot and heavy, and I can't keep up. But at any rate, thank y'all for buying those. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for joining us, and I can't wait to see you next time.